Anna Sarwar.
Presiding Officer, on behalf of Scottish Labour, I offer my sincerest congratulations to Humza Yousaf on being nominated as our next First Minister. Humza Yousaf and I have known each other for many years, and I know that he and his family will rightly enjoy a feeling of pride today in what he has achieved, and a special thought for his wife, his beautiful girls, his mum and dad, and of course his sister. They are rightly proud today. And regardless of our politics, we should all take immense pride that this country is to have its first minority ethnic First Minister. Whatever our political differences, and there will be many in the months ahead, today's significance cannot be understated. It is something our grandparents would never ever have imagined when they arrived in this country and made Scotland their home. But reaching this historic moment has not been easy, and I know that he has faced personal abuse and racism, as have so many others who don't have the platform that he and I are fortunate to have. So I'm proud of the work that we have done alongside others to stand against hatred and bigotry, and my promise, I will continue to stand alongside you in that fight for all of us. Presiding Officer, in extending my congratulations to Humza Yousaf on being appointed as the first Minister from a minority ethnic background, for obvious reasons, I hope he's not the last. In the meantime, however, as I said in my remarks earlier, we need a First Minister for all of Scotland. During the SNP leadership contest, which we have all watched with disbelief, I understand he had to pander to his party faithful by promising to prioritise independence. But I urge him now to leave the inward-looking and divisive approach behind and work on behalf of every person in our country, regardless of their constitutional position. Because nothing is more important right now than the twin crises that our nation faces: the NHS crisis created by this SNP government and the cost of living crisis exacerbated by the Tories. And that's not all that's in the in tray. The new First Minister has been left to pick up a catalogue of failure by his predecessors, and the challenge ahead is immense. After 15 years of SNP rule, not a single institution in Scotland is stronger. And I hope this moment ushers in some better governance for the people of Scotland. But if I'm honest, I don't hold out that hope. It is clear that the SNP does not have the answers that Scotland needs. The First Minister now leads a chaotic and divided party out of touch and out of ideas. There are those who would describe today's events as a coronation without an election. You could even say, quoting, a farce inflicted on Scotland, and that the SNP has failed a democratic test. I know that might cause discomfort with some on the government benches, but these aren't my words. They're the words of John Swinney when he was making this speech in 2001. Because while Mr Yousaf has inherited the SNP's woeful record, he has not inherited Nicola Sturgeon's mandate. That's why we need an election, because only through a change of government will we be able to truly deliver the better governance that Scotland needs. So if the First Minister is, as he describes himself, a democracy defender, he would call that election now. But if he lacks the courage for that, then the least we can ask is that he use the power of government to change people's lives for the better. This Parliament has the immense power to change Scotland. That should be the opportunity ahead of us. So again, my promise: where we can find consensus or common cause in this chamber, we should work together. When we disagree, as we inevitably will, from these benches we will always attempt to offer positive alternatives. It is the job of everyone in this chamber to look to the future, not to the past, and to help realise the unfulfilled potential of devolution. We can do that if we rise to the ambition of the people of Scotland. For that I will strive every day. He must do the same. Thank you.